What's up, Taurus? Hey, you guys. Happy birthday if today is your birthday. Let me make sure I see the chat. All right. Looks like we're good. All right. So if you guys are watching this on replay, there are going to be three decks that you can choose from. There are going to be three numbers that you can choose from, and both will be different. So at the time when we start doing the messages, you may or may not know if that exact pile is going to go with that exact number. So we're going to play around with our intuition today. I'm really excited. Hi, Shay. Hi, Madrea. Miss Drea. I think I said that right. It's kind of hard to see, but because of the light. Hi, Julie. I think I said that right. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be playing with our intuition. I have three decks, and we'll get started in a second. But if you're watching this on replay at a later time, it can still resonate for you as these are future messages. So it doesn't have to be present day. So whenever you're drawn to the reading, that's when you're meant to receive it. So drop in the comment section if you what color heart you pick and what number that you pick, and then you can get a full message. Like let's say for example, how am I gonna do it? Yeah, let's say for example, you pick like you pick one and the deck is a different color. It's going to be like two fold messages. All right. So you'll kind of see how it goes when I do pile one. But yeah, I know it sounds confusing, but it's not going to be confusing. It's going to be fun. Hi, Tara. Hi, Carissa. What's up, Nikki? Happy birthday, all of y'all. Hi, Elohim. Okay. Hi, Ravi. Happy birthday, Mystical. Hi, Joe. Melissa. So we're going to do three colors. We're going to do a red heart, a black heart, and a yellow heart. So those are going to be the three colors. So when you pick your color heart, drop those hearts in the section or in the comments down below. And then I will have you, then we'll go into picking the number. Okay. Hi, Jesus. Kazarina. Good morning. Watching from the Philippines. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, Annalise. Okay, so we got some hearts coming through already. All right, so we have black hearts. We have yellow hearts. All right. Yes. Everybody that's watching the chat live or on replay, go ahead and drop if you choose yellow, red, or black hearts. Those are the three colors. Hi, Spice Lover. Hi, Yellow Moon. So we got yellow hearts. All right, we'll give it a couple more seconds. If you're just coming into the live, pick one out of the three, yellow, red, or black hearts. And we're going to be taking a look at good news. All right, good news messages from your future self. What good news is coming towards you? What have you asked the universe? What does your future self want to clarify or confirm for you? This will be more of a confirmation. And I'm only going to be using strictly tarot decks, so no oracles. And we're going to go into it. Pick a cards is always so tough not to resonate with them all. That's okay. Congratulations on your first live. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. We have red, yellow. Okay. Hi, Tiara. Black hearts for Tiara. All right. So now that you've picked the color heart that you want, all right, this deck is going to represent the red hearts. All right, this deck will represent the black hearts. And this deck will represent the yellow hearts. Okay. And now that you've picked the color heart that you desire or that you feel, connected to, go ahead and drop whether you choose number 1, 2, or 3. Hi, me entertainment, the label. Hi, vetted. Awesome. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. We're doing a pick a card. We're going to be taking a look at what good news is your future self. What good news messages does your future self have for you? Already got some 2s. I see some 3s. Okay. I see 1. I already got some 3s. Hey, Shay. Shannon with the 3. Kelly with the 2. All right, cool. All right, let's get into it. So everybody got their intentions. You've already set out your color. You've already set out your number. All right, so then I'm just going to close my eyes and mix around the deck. Okay. And we'll see what card lands on which number. Okay. I promise y'all I'm not cheating. I'm going to mix it all up. Okay, this feels right. This feels really good. This feels right. All right. Okay, so we have black heart for 1, yellow heart for 2, and then we have red heart for 3. If you chose a different number and a different deck, that means that'll help you as well get a full scope of the complete good news for you. You'll just as well, let's say you chose, I don't know, yellow and 1, right? So both these decks, you see what I'm saying, may have a message in there for you. It may be a continuation. It could be chopped and screwed, but it'd be for you to put together. It's really meant for you to have it, for you to feel more personally connected to whatever messages come out. So the less that I know, the better. All right. So like I said, we're only going to be using the tarot decks, no oracles. Y'all know I love oracles, right? But we're going to challenge ourselves. And yeah, let's see. For pile 1, we're going to start with you. All right. All right, so let's see. Good news for pile 1, future self. What good news does pile 1, future self, have for them? Yes, I can definitely explain one more time. You pick a heart color, red, yellow, or black. You pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. If you pick a heart and a number, you've already set the intention. The heart number, they don't have to match. It just means that whatever deck ends up in your number is also a special message for you. If you chose a specific deck color, like the heart color I told you guys about, that is still your message as well. So you want to still read the message or get the message from the number deck, even if it's not the color you chose. Okay, so it's just an extra sweetener. Okay, and if none of the messages resonate at all of these messages are timeless. Okay, leave it for somebody else. So we're going to be taking a look for pile 1. What good news does your future self have for you? You feel me? What good news does pile 1 future self have? Does that help, Miss Drea? So you pick a color heart and you pick a color number, and then that gives you a twofold message. Exactly, mystical. Exactly. All right, so let's get into pile 1. All right, Spirit, please connect me to pile 1's future self. So pile 1, I'm already picking up on a large lump sum of money for you when you least expect it, but it's going to be on time. That was the first vision that I had for pile 1. Something about you having a lot of money that you can spend, and you're at a point where you're trying to determine what you want to invest it in, like how you want to divvy it up. That's what I'm hearing your future self say. It feels like you have more than just like bill money or expense money for like priorities. This feels like an excess amount where you can either spend it on yourself. I'm also seeing something about a radio station winning. I'm also seeing someone promote themselves with like a radio station prize. Confirmations if you win a radio station prize. There's also, okay, someone's future self is coming up with like a promotion. It feels like a marketing promotion to like get on the air and offer like a special prize. Cash prize is what I'm hearing. And it's like at their event, they're going to be giving out cash money. So somebody is going to end up at a event that is giving out cash money is what I'm hearing from your future self. And this is like really good news because I feel like somebody's future self is going to either be there or they have this inclination. There's something about this is good news because you win something, and then it's good news for somebody else because they are giving away something. So there's good news from two perspectives coming for pile 1. All right, good news, Spirit, for pile 1. You got the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, and Death. Huh. Let's keep going. When you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. All right, something about R&B is significant because I'm hearing songs sounds like R&B. All right, you also have the King of Wands, the Hangman, the Chariot, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, you have Temperance in reverse. All right, let me sit. Hmm. Well, good news that your future self is saying, Pile One, that you have some type of strategy or plan that you perfectly planned out. And the plans that you made, uh, something about an award, something is going to be rewarding for you. You have a lot of major energy with death, the hangman, and the chariot. It seems like you're ready. I don't know why I'm hearing for Power One. I'm hearing a lot of R&B songs. Your future self is making has some type of plan that they have been trying to see into fruition for some time, and your future self has been working really hard to keep this like out of the papers, out of the news, keep this from other people finding out about it, trying to kind of keep it under low key. So you're going to be finally able to share whatever you've been working on, like the finished product, okay? With death here. Whatever finished product that you've been working on behind the scenes, when you when you put this thing out, when you share this to the world, it feels like it takes off really fast, faster than it should, because something about this makes me feel as if either you've been out of the scene for a while, you've been kind of away for a while, you haven't really been in the spotlight in some sort. You kind of just been working, holding your head down, focused, not really trying to be in the mix, okay? But instead of being doing nothing with your time, you put all of that and you invested into something. For some of you, it feels like a partnership as well. It feels like two significant people want to partner with you. They want to buy your idea. All right. It feels like they want to invest in some type of business idea or ability that you have. And you have pretty much two job offers. For some of you, I'm seeing two job offers. One of them looks like an old company maybe you used to work for or old label you used to partner with. They're going to offer you or pitch you some type of deal. Okay? They want something that was a short term, like a short term trial period. This could be like temporary employment, right? That's short term, right? It feels like something that was temporary, like a temporary offer goes really well, and then they want to pitch to you the idea of going, like doing more and more and more and more and more. And it feels like your partner, there's some type of partner that you have, assistant, manager, or something like that. This could even be a client, but it does feel like a more of like a partner where somebody is like, hey, listen, I got you this deal, or I was able to get you this job, that job, and this is really going to help change the game for you in a lot of different ways. And so that person is going back and forth, making bids, pushing around numbers. And I feel like I'm seeing good cop, bad cop. So you have like a deal or a partnership deal with somebody where y'all play good cop, bad cop. One person plays like they are unsatisfied with the offer, or this could be a bid on a house. I'm not really seeing a house is really giving me either someone's buying out your company or someone wants to help you with a book signing deal, or someone wants to help you bring some type of new invention. It's giving me Shark Tank here as well. And so like your partner plays like, oh, let me check with my partner and see what they want to do, or let me check with my manager and see if they want to do the same thing. And when you do it like that, it seems like in that waiting period between you waiting on that person to make up their mind, someone else, like that person gives a higher bid or a higher deal. And it's more than you could have ever thought. All right. So your work is about to be stacked up. You're about to be booked and busy as well, is what I'm seeing here. This is more about career moves, Power One. Your future self feels like this is really good news because this puts a lot of money in your bank account. This puts a lot of reach, like you're going to be reaching and traveling a lot with the chariot. It feels like 1 minute you are, getting over constantly being slighted at work, the underdog at work, overlooked at work or in your career fields. And you do like it feels like a glow up a little bit. It does feel like a glow up. It feels like new persona, new identity, an entirely different type of reality, but you're investing in yourself, which places you in rooms with people that have high authority, or they have like they're like CEOs, managers, bosses, things like that. Especially for those of you guys that are either like writing books, starting businesses, and you're considering partnering. This could be even a script, is what I'm seeing here as well. And it feels like you finally get to let everybody know that you're starring in a movie. That's what it feels like. It's finally like you had to hide it for so long. Keep it concealed. Whatever this is, you definitely ain't eating Roman noodles no more. You're not eating no Roman noodles if you was in. It just feels like your life completely changes. And this is really good news for you. I don't feel like this is an actual physical baby, even though I do see that as well. You may be doing two things at the same time, building your career, your brand, and you may pop out. The Queen of Wands is capable of doing that. The Queen of Wands it gives me that Ashanti energy where they're able to like work. They have a lot of passion inside of them. Yeah, they're able to appear here, appear there, go there. There's a lot on the itineraries, what I'm hearing. Some of y'all may be like a traveling artist or a traveling representative. I'm also seeing here like truck business or dispatchers. You may get you a really big like partnership or contract with someone, because I'm seeing somebody here is also like a dispatcher. Your future self been waiting to get like a really big contract, and it feels like this type of dispatcher energy. You're able to like you're not the person driving the machine anymore. You're the person that's putting other people on. That's what I'm seeing here. And this is like a big thing for your future self, because it allows you to have more flexibility to do other things. Now, if you're in a relationship specifically, I feel like there is a relationship projection here, but I don't really think this is the good news for your future self that they want to really highlight, because it feels like at this point when this happens for you, you're in a relationship. So this makes confirmation for someone. It's like you're in a business. I'm going to call it a creative partnership. It's a difference. than just being with your soulmate. You have like a creative partnership with someone where you guys are very much together, but it's just the two of us. Okay, it's just the two of y'all. But y'all make business. Y'all create things together. You make business moves together. There does seem to be like distance, long distance type of partnership. It feels like y'all are very synced here. I'm also seeing someone may lighten their someone. This is also like your future self may have light in their hair, or a confirmation if you've been getting ideas of like changing your hair color to a lighter color. Your future self is saying you did all that. You got a lighter color hair, you changed your wardrobe, you dressed more professionally, like you wake up like you're about to go to the meeting or something. So something about your entire lifestyle is totally different than where you used to be. Um, Someone also manages, like you have a creative partnership, okay, where someone manages the digital side of things, the image side of things, while I feel like you're able to focus on the talent, you're able to focus on the written, something about writing the scripts, creating the scripts, or writing the material, writing the books. And then the person, whoever this person is that is helping you, that's partnered with you, that kind of helps you get the brand deals, the promotions, or they help you with the sales, the trends, the targets, the marketing aspect of business. Okay, that person and you, y'all got a little, y'all got a little ting going on. Okay, confirmations. If that is your future self and you find someone that's like, hey, listen, I think you can go really far. I think you have a lot of potential. I see this for you. I see that for you. Will you trust me? Yeah. Y'all trust each other, all right. Okay. Y'all do. Mm-hmm. And they're very ambitious. They're very assertive. When they say they're going to do something, they do it. They're a leader. And it just makes you feel something about y'all is very sync, though. I feel like there's something about y'all could be miles away. Don't tell each other what y'all gonna wear, and then y'all end up wearing the same color things or the same color schemes or something like that. That's what I'm seeing here. Because the hangman energy is telling me that you guys are trying so hard not to mix the two. But the both of you guys are like, the sky is awake, so I'm awake. Y'all have that type of, and y'all play it off really well. Yeah, definitely. Y'all have a lot in common. Y'all have a lot of chemistry, but to the outside world, it's not like that. But everybody can see it, everybody can feel it, but y'all. But I feel like on the inside, I do feel like y'all are inspiring each other. You guys are inspiring each other. Y'all are each other's muse. Y'all are each other's subject of interest. It's something that, if you write novels, your novels are about to be hella juicy. If you make songs, your songs are going to be epic. It's like that type of muse, that type of inspiration is off the charts, okay? And it's going to be something that you guys creatively cultivate from for a very, 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 very long time. Okay. So this is good news for your future self, because whoever, this could be a lawyer as well that is trying to help you guys sort out the logistics. Something about logistics is very significant when it comes to how you guys can branch, collaborate, or bring something about, you guys are at a point where you guys want to do something with logistics. And it's like y'all are trying to sort out the plan to go in a particular direction where you guys can be closer to each other, be more efficient, be more, productive, and not have to be like, I'm seeing someone that has to, like, you have to do Zoom calls, you have to call like it minimizes that. And so somebody like a lawyer, logistics is really trying to get paperwork done to kind of get it where you guys can have a be closer. Something about closer in proximity. There's also something about like visas, passports, something about when you're crossing over state lines and country lines, you got to have logistics. You got to have your logistics together. You got to have paperwork together. So, um, what you need to know is, though the odds are stacked up against the, I'm gonna say the both of you because I was picking up on two energies. Your future self says that something about the paperwork goes through and a phase or a chapter in your life is completely over. You feel reborn. You feel like you can stop. You don't have to hide anymore. You feel like you're finally free to kind of like go wherever you want to go, do whatever you want to do. You don't have to worry about, someone could also be giving up some type of like custody or some type of rights. This may also be like deeds to land or property. It seems like a lawyer is very helpful in a situation where it was blocking you from being able to move freely about the world or the country, and that type of restriction is taken off of you and you feel lighter, you feel better, and this is really good news for your future self. So that's what I have for you, pile one. Whew, I'm gonna clear the energy and then I'll check with the chat for a second. Whew, I gotta drink some water. Thank y'all for the hearts. Excuse me. Woo! That was different. Whew, who was next, Spirit? Pile two. It sure did. It sure did, didn't it? Oh my goodness. Petty petty. All right. So pile two, if you chose the yellow heart, or the number two, okay, this is a message for you from your future self. What good news is coming? What good news does your future self have for you? Pile two. Pile two. All right. Knock 3 times on the window if you want me, or twice on the bite. Bring, bring. If the answer is no, oh my sweet. Pile two. So your future self gave me a direct message. You're out of a cult. You're out of a religion. You're out of a very strenuous, toxic environment. Like you're finally out. And this is good news for you, Pal, too, because you have been trying really hard to cut cords or cut cords cut some type of stuff with either some type of cult, coven, religion, um, or something like that. This could even be traditions, culture. Um, there's a lot of energy in regards to um, expectations of culture, where you come from, just those type of things, that what's expected of you based off of your culture, your race, your creed. So that type of energy is also showing up for you, pal, too. And your future self is like, ha ha, look at me now. You get to wear what you want to wear, look how you want to look. You get to dress how you want to dress. And you don't have to worry about all the evil eye projections and things like that. Um, I feel like even if you did get out of a relationship, a situationship, or just a community, you still felt like spiritually bound. You still felt like you couldn't really go outside without some type of negative attraction finding its way to you. And you got really tired of having to hide, protect yourself, shield yourself. And so your future self is saying, you're living loud and living color, baby. You know, you're living out loud and living color. And you don't have, you're not getting up from the table, you're not walking away from people, you're not running from people. If anything, they're fleeing from you. Okay, so let's see. Good news, Spirit, can you connect me to Power 2's future self? What good news do they have for Power 2? All right, let's get it right. So we have the High Priestess. Okay, we have the Moon. Hold on, take it easy. All right. And then we have, okay, so your future self is very much here. Your future self is out here doing the cards how it wants to do it, not how I want to do it. So that tells me that you are very powerful. Okay. Nothing gets past Pow 2. Pow 2 is psychic. Pow 2 can see everything. Pow 2 is, but you're a public psychic, or you're a public reader, you're a public medium. Something about you having these gifts, these abilities, but you're sharing it publicly. You're doing it in your own way. You could be, hippie vibes as well. I feel like you haven't quite determined your aesthetics or your identity. You're playing around with different stuff. Your future self is kind of, dibbling and dabbling, grabbing a little bit over here, grabbing a little bit over there, trying to really cultivate your persona. I feel like you like to keep it fresh. You like to keep it airy. You like to try different things, but you don't stick around too long to get stuck. All right. One thing that your future life taught you, I said future life, yeah. One thing that your past life taught you was that you don't overstay your welcome. You know what I'm saying? You know how not to overstay your welcome. You know when your existence is when the room or the lower vibrations in the room have really tried to keep you stuck or stagnant, you know how to shake that shit off and kind of scurry on. All right. So you don't allow environments or lower vibrations to keep you stuck or stagnant for far too long. And you don't need to wait on the universe to reveal it to you for you to know it's time for you to chuck up your deuces and get the fuck on. And that's kind of like what you do here. It's like you trust your intuition, and this is good news because your future self is saying, back in the day, I didn't trust my intuition. I had to wait until somebody betrayed me or until something happened for me to get on. And now you just, when you see it, you move. Something about this is also telling me that your future self, are you cooking outside in the woods? Confirmations if you've ever wanted to like be out in nature and cook outside. Cause I heard, the sizzling from the grill. But it's definitely a flat top grill. It's definitely giving me a burner vibe. So if you have been, confirmations, if you like, you know what, I see myself doing that. Your future self is saying, we do it, baby. We doing it. We outside sitting under a tree. I'm seeing hammocks that you make yourself. Like, you know how to tie your own hammock. You know how to, like, you're very savvy. Okay. Very unexpected. It's like your future self doesn't really like contracts of like leases, contracts of marriage, contracts where you're being forced to conform, and there's no room for you to grow. There's no room for you to be yourself. That's one of the major things that your future self has accomplished. You know how to avoid depleting yourself for other people. And so your future self is like, you know, yes, you are private, but you share a lot. You just share it in your own unique way. And I feel like you're under the moonlight, okay? You see this? The moon in reverse, you're under the moonlight. You share a lot. You just don't overshare. That's what I'm seeing here with the 7 of Cups in reverse. You're not a gaslighter. You're not somebody that puts on a facade, pretends to be somebody that you're not. You are well known as some type of shaman, medium. I feel like for some of you, you may get like confirmations if you've ever. Is that what I'm seeing here? Yeah. I feel like some of y'all may get like a TV deal, and some people may speculate if you are like really a medium or really a psychic, or are you making this shit up? And I feel like, I mean, you wouldn't know. Your future self is saying you wouldn't know what they were saying in the comments, or you wouldn't know what the ratings were to begin with, because I feel like you may not even watch television, or you may not keep up with what people are saying from a 3D perspective. So you wouldn't know if they believed you or not. But I do feel as if you are a well-known, okay, I'm picking up energy as big for a lot of you. Like, what is it, Long Island? What is her name? Like Tyler the Medium, Long Island Iced Tea. What's her name? What is her name? Yes, I'm here in Paris and London. You know what she was like? Because you have like bullies, but it's like you have like you have like a friend, a really good friend in your life, and y'all are like Paris and London. Um, y'all are like gang type of energy. Like, you have this relationship with like a really really good friend, a really really good partner, and so your partner is like, what's their name? And then you may be the type of person where, oh no, it's nothing, it's no big deal. And it's like, what is their name? Because you about to show them the storm. That's what I'm seeing here. You have like really great friendships. You have friends in high places. You're well cared for, but you get to live how you want to live, and nobody bothers you. At least you wouldn't know about it, because once again, drama never makes its way to you. I feel like somebody does a really good job at handling your lightweight, and they fight your battles for you. It's like, don't even worry about that. I don't know how they're doing it, but they are over there. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Hiya! Get your ass away from Power 2. That's what you got. That's what I'm seeing here. Somebody be over there in the bathroom like, what? They see something that come online. You see this? The 2 of 1. They see something come online, be like, oh, get rid of it. Go get the purse. Go get that person. Okay. So I was just seeing you out in the middle of nowhere, living your best life. Like I told you, 10 of Wands in reverse. Not a care in the world, not a stress in the world. This is definitely giving me like boho heat, boho heat. This is giving me like boho chic. This is giving me hippie vibes. This is giving me gypsy vibes. This is giving me all types of, like, yes, it's giving me like Carrie with a twist of boho gypsy. You know, Carrie from Sex in the City with like a boho gypsy vibe, where you just get inspiration. You just get inspirations. You get downloads. You get messages. You are a lot of the psychic with the Page of Swords. That's giving me strong reader energy, right? Psychic energy. Very ambitious, but you like an adventure. You are taking adventure, so your future self is able to finally, like, you have no responsibilities. You're able to take trips. You're able to go by yourself. You have whirlwind romance and rendezvous. Did you know that, Pow 2? I think you may have a main one. I think so. Because I'm seeing that with the yeah. All right, this could be also same sex as well. No judgment. I love everybody. Everybody can get it. Over here. Yes, this is what it's giving me. Best friend. Didn't I tell you Paris and London vibes? But it doesn't have to be. It could be another person as well. But I do feel like you are, yeah, you strong. I told you I saw you building your own stuff, like building your own tent, putting together your own hammock, setting up your own little chair. One minute you're in the desert, the next minute you're in the woods, next minute you in the water, watching the low tides and high tides, and you seeing all the moon stars. You writing novels and whirlwinds and all types of stuff. You want an adventure. Your future self is saying this is good because you feel like you don't need to know where the wind is taking you next. You don't need to know. It's almost like you're at a phase in your life where you don't care where the wind is taking you next. You don't care, to know all the mysteries of the universe because you're living it. Like you're actually doing what many people dream to do. You're living the story. Okay, 9 of Wands, yes. And you go from like events and you dress up and you get to live your life and you just feel like it's giving me very, can we be friends? I would really like to be your friend because you're a really dope person, Pal too. Is it Queen of Pentacles in reverse? And the crazy part about it is you're rich, you wealthy, you have money in the bank, but you're not living for the money, and so you're living life very carefree. You're living life like a psychic medium. This is definitely my intuitive pal here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Absolutely. You don't got no bills. You don't got no worries. You don't got no struggles. You're able to just do generous things, help random people. You have a good practice in your life of giving and receiving. So you keep days to yourself where you just give to you, and then you have days, where you just receive, and then you have days where you give. And when you're doing that energy exchange, you feel very good to do it because it's like your intuition told you or your higher self told you, hey, bless that random person or do this or do that. And you feel like this is how you've always wanted to express your truth. This is how you've always wanted to express your strength, your power, not necessarily trying to force the truth into other people's thought process or force the truth over other people and make them believe like you or think like you, but to have that permission to just live your truth. And I think That's kind of like what you've always wanted, and that's why this is good news for you, because your future self wants you to know, like, we get there, we do that. Um, there are sometimes out the year you have a house, you have a place where I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Pal, too. I feel like your future self is giving you, is telling you or showing me through these visions a phase in your life, but it's like you have an actual home. Okay, you have an actual home, you have like four walls. So no, you're not solely just doing this all your life, but I feel like you have things under so much, like you have everything worked out so well in your life that you can take, 3 months out the year. You could take time to yourself to have this experience too. And they want you to know that even if you marry, even if you get in a relationship, even if you have kids, even if you have the standard American dream, if you've asked yourself, well, what if I find my person, or what if I get into a relationship, or what if I settle down and I'm not able to be free, I'm not able to have adventures, you get the best of both worlds. And so your future self is saying, I need you to know that it at no point is it ever a sacrifice to you to have the best of both lifestyles. And when you come back, right, from that mountaintop, or from that time you take to yourself, random self-care days, the people that love you are celebrating you when you come back. They're not punishing you or making you feel like, oh, where were you and why weren't you here 24/7? At any given moment, when you feel intuitively guided, like you need to go and sit under a tree, or get in your car and just drive and travel, you have that lifestyle, and you have a lifestyle where it's like, because I saw you dusting I saw you, like, how you clean your shoes off at like the back of the welcome mat or something. I saw somebody go to the back of the door and they were like taking off their shoes, and where you were taking your shoes off at was, I don't know if this is country living or what, but it's like the place. Oh, thank you. And it's like a place where I've seen it before. I'm having the vision now. It's like a sweat room. You know how you take your boots off, your coat off, and there's like a bench and you can sit down, but you don't like track your footprints into the house. That's like how big your house is. Um, so you have this feng shui in your lifestyle so down packed. It's beautiful. Um, and when they see you, when your family sees you, when whoever's living with you see you, you guys are happy. Um, like you never left. And that's what you've always wanted. Was, would you be able to have both paths? And the answer is yes. So this is good news for you, pal, too. Congratulations. Thank you for this super chat. So we just did pal 2. I'm going to drink some water and clear my energy before we move on to the next one. Hopefully, pal 2, that resonates with y'all. Okay. You're welcome. You are so welcome. Hi, Darmy. Hi, person. Thank you, Label. Thank you, Label. Yay. I'm glad it resonated. Hi, Monique. Awesome. Okay. So we're doing really good on timing. I still got a lot of energy. I'm just, you know, I'm gonna just prepare my crown, y'all. For pile 3. Okay, so for those of you that were drawn to the red heart, okay, if you chose the red heart, all right, this is pile. Remember the color heart that you chose and the number. So if you chose the red heart, which is pile 3, but you also chose like number 1 or number 2, then some way, somehow, both messages may have something in there that your future self wants to kind of tell you about. So this is definitely a twofold type of treat. Your favorite color is red. Awesome. Okay. All right, Spirit, please connect me with pile 3 and their future self. I don't even normally shuffle like this, but I'm just going to go with it because I'm hearing 180. Something could be a 180. Okay, hold on. Take it easy. One thing I could definitely say connecting with pile 3, your future self, is very loving, very, very sweet. There's something about sweet, loving, soft. I'm picking up a very, it's not giving me, I want to say soft era. It's not really giving me like princess treatment. Maybe. Let me not talk too fast. But I am picking up a very sweet, very lighthearted, very gentle, loving person. Yeah, the magician. Very gentle, very airy, loving person. But also a person that knows how to attract, knows how to get what it is that they want. Okay. Pile 3 is nothing shy of a powerful manifester. But you're very sweet. Your future self comes through very sweet, very loving, very adorning. All right. I mean, if that's not manifestor energy, I don't know what is. The magician and the 9 of cups, that is voila. Your wish is my command. Like, it just doesn't get any better than than you. Very sweet energy. All right, let me stop stroking your ego because I feel like pile 3 got a lot to be stroked, okay? What good news does pile 3's future self have for them? All right, so we have strength in reverse. We have the 7 of cups. I told you. I'm telling you, the Ace of Cups. I cannot. Okay, we just gonna keep pulling. Cause I'm blushing. Like, this is a real, like, I'm having an emotional experience right now with the Knight of Cups. And the High Priestess. My goodness. The Empress in reverse. They have the King of Pentacles. Sheesh. Coming through strong with the business. Okay. Hold on now. And then we have the Nine of Swords. I'm telling you, with the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Damn. Damn, pal. 3. You had to come in. You had to come through like this. The emotions here is heightened, okay? The emotions here is a lot of blue. So I want to tell you one thing. Your future self, pile 3. There's a 2-part message in here. Okay. First of all, let's talk about this Empress energy here, okay? If you are a feminine energy, because I'm picking up feminine and masculine, you have someone that is masculine yet in touch with their femininity in your life. And with the Strength in reverse, like your future self is saying, the days of you having to be in survival mode, the days of you having to worry if you can trust someone, the days of worrying at all, they're over. Gone. Like, finito. Out of here. And your future self has like it's like still pinching me, like pinch me, let me know if this is real. Like, I don't see you actually saying it out loud. You are keeping it to yourself. You're keeping that to yourself as far as like, is this really my life? Am I really living this life? Is this really mine? Is this really, like, I remember my higher self telling me that this was what I was going to be having or living or existing in or having, whatever. And here you are. It's face to face. You have it all. I feel like you're well cared for. Like, you are receiving so much in your life. Do you see this? Like, you're receiving so much in your life. You could think of something and then people are just giving it to you out of nowhere. You can be like, I don't know, I have a taste for this today. And it's like a person just naturally gives it to you. It almost feels too good to be true. Pile 3. Okay. And I feel like every single time that you doubt yourself or you wonder if you're meant to have this, where you want to be like, oh no, let me go back to my survival mode. Let me go back to my old way of thinking. Let me switch into my gear of I gotta fight to get it. I have to struggle to get it. I have to work hard to get it. As soon as your brain tries to flip that switch, it's like the universe just brings you in a new beginning, a random ass new beginning, and you didn't see it coming. You didn't know it was coming. And I feel like all of this it's hold on. It's not that you did anything differently. And this is why you're so special, Pile 3. You know how they say, oh, when you change, then you get to receive what you have? That's not the case for you. For a lot of people, yes. But for you, it's not that you don't feel like you deserve it. It's because you're aware of your own doubts. And because you're aware of your own doubts, it makes you aware that it's not just you doing it, that it's somebody else that believes in you, that doesn't give up on you, that knows you deserve more than you believe you deserve. And the reality of you knowing that it's not off your own accord makes it very very, very real for you that somebody loves you and that somebody has never stopped loving you and somebody will never stop loving you. And that is where you feel like you want to pinch yourself because you've never experienced real love like that before. And that is what your future self is saying. It's the reality. Because even if you did this all by yourself, of changing yourself and working on yourself and thinking perfectly and everything else like that, at this magnitude, at this degree, at this level of love that's poured into you, it's giving me like the Notebook. You know what I'm saying? So you know how even though she had dementia and she knew that she couldn't remember who she was or the person that loved her, he still came there and read to her every day. He still showed up for her. And even though her mind wasn't right, and even though she felt like she was there one moment and gone the other, when she did come back, when she did get her memory back, and when she could recognize who was talking to her, he was there. That's the type of love that I see here. You feel what I'm saying? It's the kind that so many hearts long to experience. It's so unconditional. It's so unconditional, man. It's so unconditional. Nine of Cups. To know that even when you don't feel your best, to know that even when you feel unsure if you're giving your best or if you're doing your best, that somebody is still crafting and moving mountains and creating ways and paths and opening doors and doing whatever is necessary for you to have one more moment, one more, even one more minute of remembering who you are. Because I do feel like life and struggle and karmic family, friends, realities has done a number on you. I can't unsee that, right? But it doesn't keep you up at night. For the first time, you feel safe. You feel safe dating this person. You feel safe being with this person. You don't feel like you have to question if this person loves you. That if you're not perfect or put together, that this person would then would no longer desire you. Man, I want to pull so much cards so bad, but this is just a treat. Okay, this is just a treat. But it's good news for you because I feel like all you got to do is think it and it will come into all this is about. A lot of this is also about you kind of learning how to no longer think of all the negative things in the world or hyper attuned to negativity, and you feeling safe enough to practice thinking of all the positive things that could happen or the positive things that could manifest into your life because somebody was willing to be a mirror for you to it's like a positive, you know how they say they tell positive people to stay away from people that think negatively because they can rub off on you, right? And you know how the saying goes, don't save him, don't save her, and all they'll do is drag you down and mess up your frequency. You'll have to always convince them of their word and things like that. For you, Pal 3, right? For you, Pal 3, Someone says, I don't believe that about pile three. Someone comes into your life and they say, I don't believe that about pile three. I don't genuinely believe that pile three is just a negative person and pile three doesn't want to be loved or know how to love. I believe that pile three has a big heart. I believe that pile three has had to be strong in order to survive. I believe that under the right circumstances, pile three could grow to remember who they were before the trauma, could remember who they were before the memory loss, before life got to them, right? And so this person isn't taking a chance on you. So if you feel at any point on your journey, pile three, that people have to take a chance on you, this person is not taking a chance on you. They already know who you are. They've already felt your love. They feel as if you you possess the same type of love that they possess, and they will stand there and get burned in order for you to experience yourself by being able to see yourself reflected in them. This is beautiful. I mean, that this type of shit you don't come by often, okay? And I feel like you have nothing to worry about. And even on the days where you feel like you want to, where you're like, maybe I'm asking for too much, or maybe you're very, very modest. I see this type of pile three energy where it's like, yes, you can manifest anything by just thinking about it, and it just, like, someone reads your mind. Someone knows, I can read your mind, baby. I know what you thinking, and it's all right. It's all right. All right. So someone can read your mind, and they just, you think it, and it just, I keep hearing ta-da, ta-da. And I feel like you try not to be, you're very modest. You try not to, you're the type of person where it's like you're not accustomed to asking for things. You're not accustomed to asking for things or people. And even if people tell you, oh, you shouldn't feel bad about this, you're just not the type of person that is accustomed to it. And I feel as if this person isn't rushing you, and rather than have you having to ask them, they just do it. You could think about how you want roses tomorrow, or you wish you had roses. The moment you say I and wish, you done already manifested it. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, pile three? Those two words together, I and wish, is like a magic. Okay? And then it just appears. So, the reason why your future self is telling you something that small happening, people that have been through trauma or that have been through certain experiences of emotional abuse, trauma, anything to those capacities in your lifetime, your mind has a tendency of playing tricks on you, making you wonder if that person is watching you. You can become, it can trigger suspicion. It can trigger like, this person's trying to trick me, or I need to be alarmed. But then the more your alarm trigger hits, there's no big bad wolf jumping out on the other side. And so because like I said, this person love your ass. I just want you to know that. This person love your ass because I don't see you saying it out loud, but this person knows how you think. And it takes a very gentle heart and a gentle soul to continue loving you, knowing that you maybe occasionally think the worst. I'm not saying that you're being mean to that person. I don't see that at all. But it's almost like y'all remember when, I don't know if it was not Judge Judy. What's that divorce lawyer where she was talking about her husband and how it didn't matter if she was having a bad day and she was all roo 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 roo. You know what I'm saying? And um he would leave work and come home, and he would stay there until she was okay, and he kept very calm voice and he didn't raise his voice, and he just had this type of demeanor that was, you know, angelic. And she felt like when he passed away that her world was gone. That is the type of safety that you feel with this person, to the point where I want to cry. I don't know the judge's name, but she said that, and this is what I'm feeling. Sheesh, my God. And then on top of that, to take it even deeper, yeah, this is like this. You know what they say, this is when you date different races too. I'm just gonna tell you what I see. Some of y'all, your future self, your person, you could be black and they could be white. All right, they could be mixed. There's something about there's differences. All right, and it's a different reality. But somebody is gentle here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something about it is different. This a earth angel. Okay. And that part not gonna be for everybody, but I am seeing that with this right here. Okay. Something about just feels like a totally different hardwired personality, um, archetype, and they work hard. This is a provider. All right. And I feel like you're so accustomed to having to work hard and do a lot of work and do everything by yourself. Uh, this person don't want you to prick your finger. This person don't want you to get your hands dirty. And that's going to be your only struggle. Your future self is saying the only struggle you have is trying not to do everything. The only struggle you have is trying to let you, it's really like you're not trying, you're doing it, but you have to remind yourself, like, don't fuck this up. I feel like you're reminding yourself, you got a good thing, Savannah. Don't fuck this up. Because you don't got to get your hands dirty. I mean, you try to find shit to do. That's what I'm seeing. Your future self is like, I really be having to look for something to do. And so you may try to find projects, resources, community outreach, or something like that. But this heart, and this is a heart that was crafted by the Most High. You understand what I'm saying to you right now? This is a type of heart that was made by the carpenter. This is about to make me catch the Holy Ghost up in this piece. Y'all about to make me catch the Holy Ghost. And I feel like on top of this, um, if your future self is saying you get to have guests over. If you have ever dealt with situations where people, like your partner would get mad if you had people over, extra possessive and shit. Not this person. Mm-mm. Not this person. They want everybody to have a good time. This person is high vibes, good times, enjoy yourselves. Mi casa, su casa. You know, you could work if you want to. Whatever you want to do. Find something you like to do. Cause I feel like their future self is saying you got it good. You have a beautiful life. You are loved. I will say that your future self is saying that the more you started to allow yourself to receive love, you being in the receptive frequency of receiving, like brought this like that, like quick, with the quickness. You have very little time. I feel like your future self is saying it happened at a blink of an eye. One minute you was always doing, and then one day you woke up and you was like, I'm not doing that no more. And you started to slow your ass down and receive and receive and receive, and then out of nowhere hit you like a wrecking bomb. And this person make you cry, and it's like the moment that you realize that this person really does exist and that you were really communicating to this person the whole time, like you cry, like this person like touches your heart like a little boop. I done seen you crying on your knees. Gratitude was the attitude. That's all God ever wanted. That's all your higher self ever wanted you to do, was remain in a space of gratitude and belief. Your belief was shook from the shit you went through. But the moment you started to believe again, everything else was done. It was done. Just like that. Just like that. Congratulations, Pile 3. You ain't perfect. And this is why it's important that you know this, Pile 3, because your future self wants you to know that you never had to be perfect. That was never the goal. That was never the objective. It was your belief that was fucked with. And so you had to get that back. And even though you struggle with your belief, that God still ain't giving up on you, even through it. So it's important that you know your future self wants you to know that you didn't have the perfect body, you didn't have the perfect lifestyle, you didn't have the perfect bank account, you didn't have the perfect success. It didn't take you having everything figured out, even your mental health, your emotional health, for this to happen. You just had to believe in love, believe in the frequency of love, and keep your heart open, and everything worked out. Just like that. I love it. This was beautiful. Yes. You said now you're talking too much. See, you got this though, pretty. You got this. And you better not stop neither. Ain't that right, Strawberry? Shoot, I felt like I was being taken. Pile 3 was taking me to church. It was taking me home, taking me to the King. Okay. I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank each and every single one of you for choosing to click on this live, for choosing to spend time with me, for allowing me to read and allowing me to connect with your energy and deliver whatever messages that want to come through for you. You could be anywhere, but you chose to be here with me, and I am extremely grateful, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for holding space for me and allowing me to get the messages out in the time in which, I can utilize my gifts. Thank you for not pressuring me and growing with me and allowing me to share other aspects of my gifts that I also possess. And so I truly, truly appreciate it. And I want to do this again, you guys. So definitely, if you haven't already, come back and never know what might be the next one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here and go on the membership side. But I love you guys. And remember to always stay nested in love. All right. Good night.